realm where glory and sorrow intertwine, Manny Pacquiao's life takes a heart-wrenching twist at 63. Once a beacon of triumph in the boxing arena, he now faces the relentless tides of fate with a heavy heart and a resilient spirit. Behind his legendary fists lies a story of lost dreams, personal battles, and an enduring struggle against the shadows of time. This is the raw, unfiltered truth of a man who soared to unimaginable heights, only to confront a tragic, solitary descent into the depths of a life once filled with promise. Born into humble beginnings, Manny Pacquiao's journey began in a small town in the Philippines, where dreams were as scarce as opportunities. As a young boy, he learned early on that life was a relentless battle, where only the strongest could hope to overcome the crushing weight of adversity. In the dusty streets of his hometown, the young fighter discovered a passion that burned brighter than any other: the art of boxing. With every punch thrown, he chased away the shadows of poverty and despair that had long gripped his community. As he stepped into the ring for the first time, there was a fire in his eyes, a burning determination to rewrite his destiny and to become more than just a fleeting moment in history. Throughout his early years, the sounds of the crowd and the thud of gloves against flesh became the rhythm of his life. Every bout, every victory, and every defeat carved deeper lines into the mosaic of his soul. Over the decades, the world watched as Manny ascended to the pinnacle of the boxing world, a true champion who left an indelible mark on the sport. The triumphs were not only measured in titles and medals, but also in the lives he touched with his unwavering spirit. He became a symbol of hope, a beacon for those who dared to dream big even when the odds were stacked against them. Yet as the years passed, the relentless march of time began to erode the physical and emotional fortitude that once defined him. Now at the age of 63, Manny Pacquiao finds himself in a world that has changed dramatically from the days of his glory. The bright lights of the boxing arena have dimmed, and the thunderous applause of adoring fans has given way to a quieter, more reflective existence. In recent interviews, Manny has openly expressed his inner turmoil, stating, "I fought not only for titles, but for the hope of my people, yet now I am haunted by the echoes of battles I cannot forget." His words resonate with a deep sense of loss and regret, revealing the personal cost of a lifetime spent in the pursuit of greatness. Behind the tough exterior of the legendary fighter lies a man who has endured unimaginable sacrifices and is now grappling with the bittersweet reality of a life that once promised endless victories. In his later years, health concerns have begun to cast a long shadow over his once unyielding vigor. Reports have surfaced of a series of challenges that have taken a toll on his physical well-being, challenges that mirror the struggles of a man who has faced insurmountable odds on and off the ring. As he navigates the complexities of aging, Manny's reflections on his past are tinged with both pride and sorrow. The accolades and the championship belts may still adorn his legacy, but they now stand as poignant reminders of a time when he was invincible. His body, once a temple of strength and speed, has begun to betray him, and every ache and pain is a reminder of the relentless passage of time. Yet even in the face of physical decline, his indomitable spirit shines through, a testament to the relentless warrior that he has always been. The world is now witnessing a transformation in Manny's persona. Gone are the days of unyielding bravado. In their place is a contemplative figure who speaks with a newfound vulnerability. In candid moments shared with close confidants, Manny has admitted that the emotional scars of his long and tumultuous journey run deeper than the physical marks of battle. He recalls the countless sacrifices made in the name of ambition, the friends lost along the way, and the family members who bore the brunt of a lifestyle that prioritized the fight over the quiet joys of everyday life. "I never imagined that the price of my dreams would be measured in the currency of heartbreak," he once confided. Such admissions have struck a chord with fans and critics alike, as they reveal a side of the legend rarely seen by the public. Despite the tragic undertones that now define his later years, there remains an undeniable aura of resilience in Manny's narrative. His journey is a vivid tapestry woven with threads of triumph, defeat, and an enduring hope that defies the odds. The latest news has not been kind to the former champion, with sources reporting a series of setbacks that have left him isolated from the fervor of his once adoring public. Financial strains, health complications, and a sense of disconnection from the modern world have converged to create a storm of misfortune that few could have foreseen. Yet, within the storm, Manny clings to a stubborn belief in redemption and the possibility of a new beginning. In a rare moment of introspection, he stated, "Every fall has a lesson, and every scar is a testament to the battles I've fought. I may be battered, but my heart still beats with the spirit of a warrior. As the chapters of his life continue to unfold, the story of Manny Pacquiao serves as a powerful reminder of the fleeting nature of fame and the inevitable passage of time. The same fervor that once propelled him to the heights of global adoration now seems to be a distant memory, a relic of a bygone era when his name was synonymous with glory and greatness. Contemporary news outlets have chronicled his struggles with a mix of sympathy and sensationalism, painting a picture of a man who has been both exalted and abandoned by the tides of fortune. In this new phase, every day is a battle against despair, every morning a struggle to rise above the weight of unfulfilled dreams and lost opportunities. The evolution of Manny's life is reflective of the universal human experience of aging and the relentless pursuit of meaning in a world that often seems indifferent to the passage of time. His story is not just a chronicle of boxing victories and defeats, but a poignant exploration of what it means to live a life filled with both light and shadow. The pain of lost glory is tempered by the wisdom of years, and the bitter taste of regret is softened by the enduring memory of triumphs that once set the world ablaze. In his quiet moments of solitude, Manny often revisits the days when the roar of the crowd was his sustenance, and the exhilaration of victory was a balm for the wounds of a harsh reality. Now those echoes are all that remain, serving as a bittersweet reminder of a past that can never be reclaimed. In the corridors of history, Manny Pacquiao's name will forever be inscribed as a titan of his time, a symbol of resilience and determination. Yet, the man behind the legend is now faced with the stark reality of his own mortality. The relentless march of time has not spared him, and each wrinkle, each gray hair, is a silent testament to the years spent battling both external adversaries and the internal demons of regret and sorrow. Contemporary news reports detail the daily struggles of the aging champion, highlighting a life that is as much defined by its scars as it is by its victories. It is a narrative that is both inspiring and heartbreaking, a reminder that even the greatest among us are not immune to the ravages of time. Manny's recent endeavors in public life have taken on a different tone, marked by a cautious optimism that belies the underlying currents of despair. While once he was a figure of unbridled passion and unyielding strength, now he appears as a man who has learned to embrace the fragility of existence. His forays into the world of politics and philanthropy, once hailed as extensions of his larger-than-life persona, now carry the weight of a legacy in decline. Yet, in every public appearance, there is an unmistakable glimmer of the fighter who defied odds, a spark that refuses to be extinguished despite the overwhelming challenges he now faces. In private interviews, Manny has remarked, "I have lived a life that many only dream of, but even the brightest stars must one day fade." Such reflections have resonated deeply with those who have followed his journey, adding a layer of poignant realism to the myth of the invincible champion. The narrative of Manny's life is one of contrasts, where the heights of achievement are inextricably linked to the depths of personal sorrow. The world remembers him for his breathtaking speed, his devastating power, and his ability to inspire millions. Yet it is in the quieter, more vulnerable moments that the true tragedy of his existence is revealed. The relentless pursuit of greatness came at a steep price, one that manifested in the form of personal sacrifices and unspoken regrets. There were times when the demands of fame and the pressure to perform overshadowed the simple joys of life, leaving behind an emptiness that no accolade could fill. As he sits in solitude, reflecting on the choices that have defined his path, Manny is confronted with the harsh reality that every victory was tempered by a loss, every triumph shadowed by a compromise. In recent years, the global community has watched with bated breath as Manny grappled with the inevitable consequences of a life dedicated to combat. The latest headlines speak of his struggles with health complications that have forced him to confront a reality that is both humbling and heartbreaking. Medical experts have expressed concerns over the long-term effects of a career marked by physical violence and relentless exertion, painting a picture of a body that has weathered more than its fair share of battles. For Manny, these health issues are not merely statistics or medical reports. They are a stark reminder of the toll that time has exacted on a once unassailable spirit. "Every day I wake up and feel the weight of years that were once filled with boundless energy and hope," Manny confessed during a recent heart-to-heart conversation. His words echo with the sorrow of a man who has seen the heights of success and now must endure the inevitable decline of age. As the saga of his life unfolds, Manny Pacquiao's story takes on an almost mythic quality, a modern-day tragedy that captures the imagination of millions around the world. His legacy is one of unparalleled courage and unyielding determination, a narrative that is as much about the triumph of the human spirit as it is about the inevitability of decline. The journey from the humble beginnings of a small-town fighter to the grand stages of international glory is a testament to the transformative power of perseverance and the indomitable will to succeed. Yet, in the twilight of his years, Manny is left to confront the painful dichotomy of his existence, a life that has been defined by both the ecstasy of victory and the agony of defeat. It is a narrative that resonates deeply in a world that often celebrates success without acknowledging the profound sacrifices it demands. In the quiet hours of the night, when the clamor of the past is replaced by the silence of introspection, Manny finds himself at a crossroads between the memories of a glorious past and the uncertain promise of tomorrow. The hero who once inspired nations now faces the stark reality of a life that is as fragile as it is extraordinary. Every scar, every mark on his weathered body is a testament to the battles fought and the dreams that were either realized or left to wither in the shadow of time. The latest news paints a picture of a man who is both revered and pitied, a living legend whose once vibrant spirit is now tempered by the relentless march of time. Yet amid the sorrow and the inevitable decline, there remains a resilient core, a spark of the fighter who once roared with the power of 1,000 victories, reminder that even in the darkest moments, the human spirit has the capacity to rise above adversity. Manny's journey is also a story of transformation, of a man who has learned to find meaning in the midst of despair. The accolades and the international recognition may have faded, but they have not erased the legacy of a champion who dared to dream big. In his introspective moments, Manny often reflects on the true cost of greatness, acknowledging that the battles fought outside the ring have left scars that no amount of victory can heal. "I have known both the euphoria of triumph and the crushing despair of defeat," he once remarked in a soulful interview. "Every punch thrown in the ring was a battle for my dignity, every fall a lesson in humility." These words, laden with the weight of lived experience, offer a glimpse into the man behind the myth, a man who, despite the tragedies that have marked his later years, continues to find solace in the memory of a life spent in pursuit of excellence. The narrative of his life is interwoven with moments of both celebration and profound introspection. Fans around the world remember the days when his punches were a symphony of power and precision, a force that seemed unstoppable. Yet, they also recall the quiet moments of vulnerability, the rare glimpses of a man who bore the burden of a legacy that few could comprehend. The latest accounts of his condition suggest that the physical pain he endures is matched only by the emotional weight of regrets and lost opportunities. It is in these moments that Manny's true character is revealed, a man who, despite facing the relentless passage of time, remains steadfast in his determination to find meaning in every breath he takes. His journey, marked by both incredible highs and heart-rending lows, is a poignant reminder that even legends are not immune to the ravages of time. In a candid reflection shared during a private gathering, Manny spoke of the profound changes that have reshaped his world. "I have fought many battles, both in the ring and in life," he said with a deep, reflective tone. "Now, as I face the challenges of my later years, I am forced to confront the fragility of human existence. The victories of my past are a bittersweet memory, a reminder that every triumph is accompanied by a price that only time can fully reveal." His words, filled with both wisdom and sorrow, have struck a deep chord with those who have followed his journey from the dusty boxing arenas to the heights of global fame. They serve as a powerful testament to the complex nature of success and the inevitable transformation that comes with age. The evolution of Manny Pacquiao from a young fighter with dreams larger than life to a man burdened by the weight of his legacy is a narrative that transcends the boundaries of sports and enters the realm of universal human experience. It is a story of passion and perseverance, of the cost of dreams, and the enduring hope that drives us to seek redemption, even when the path ahead is shrouded in uncertainty. In his reflective moments, Manny has acknowledged that the road to greatness is paved with both luminous victories and dark, painful setbacks. "I am proud of what I have achieved," he admitted, "but I am also haunted by the sacrifices that have been demanded of me." These raw, heartfelt confessions offer a rare glimpse into the soul of a man who has given everything to the pursuit of excellence, only to find that the very essence of his being has been indelibly marked by the trials of fate. The latest news regarding Manny's condition has sparked a global conversation about the toll of a life dedicated to the pursuit of glory. Observers and commentators alike have noted that while the physical signs of aging are inevitable, it is the emotional and psychological scars that tell the true story of a life lived on the edge. In interviews that have captivated audiences around the world, Manny has spoken of the loneliness that accompanies a lifetime of being in the spotlight, the isolation that can follow even the most celebrated victories. "In the ring, I was never alone," he reflected. "But out here in the quiet moments away from the cheers and the bright lights, I sometimes feel as if the silence is a reminder of everything I have lost." His words carry a depth of melancholy that belies the exuberance of his past, painting a picture of a man who, despite his many accomplishments, is left to grapple with the inexorable reality of his own mortality. As the narrative of Manny Pacquiao's life continues to evolve, it serves as a mirror reflecting the universal struggles of human existence. It is a reminder that every moment of triumph is inextricably linked to the possibility of tragedy, that even the brightest stars eventually dim in the vast expanse of time. For Manny, the journey has been one of ceaseless battle, a relentless pursuit of a dream that once seemed limitless. Yet now in his later years, that same dream has taken on a more somber hue, a reminder that the price of greatness is often measured in moments of profound personal sacrifice. The world watches with a mix of admiration and sorrow as the once indomitable champion grapples with the bittersweet realities of his later years, his legacy a complex tapestry of victories and losses woven together by the hands of fate. With each passing day, the legacy of Manny Pacquiao grows more intricate, a living chronicle of a life that has seen both extraordinary success and profound tragedy. His journey is not merely a record of fights won or titles claimed, but a vivid tapestry of human emotions, a saga that delves deep into the complexities of ambition, resilience, and the inevitable passage of time. As he now navigates the uncharted waters of his later years, Manny's reflections serve as a poignant reminder of the impermanence of physical strength and the enduring power of the human spirit. In the stillness of the evening, when memories of past glories mingle with the quiet acceptance of present realities, he finds solace in the knowledge that every hardship has carved out a space within him for growth and understanding. It is in these reflective moments that Manny reveals the essence of his true self, a man who, despite the weight of sorrow, remains steadfast in his commitment to honor the legacy of a life that was once defined by unstoppable passion and unyielding determination. The chapters of his storied past are not confined to the glittering moments of victory, but extend to the painful interludes of loss that have punctuated his journey. There were times when the price of success seemed unbearably high, when the sacrifices demanded by his ambition cast long shadows over his personal life. Memories of nights spent away from loved ones, of moments when the roar of the crowd drowned out the voices of those who cared for him, are interwoven with the bright flashes of triumph that once defined his existence. Yet, in the quiet aftermath of the roaring crowds, Manny has been known to reflect on these sacrifices with a mixture of regret and understanding. "Every fight I ever fought, every sacrifice I ever made, has led me to this moment of introspection," he once shared in a heartfelt conversation. His words, steeped in both regret and acceptance, resonate with a truth that transcends the boundaries of the boxing ring, offering a glimpse into the soul of a man who has truly lived every facet of his destiny. In recent times, as the physical demands of his profession have receded into the background, Manny has turned his focus toward introspection and personal healing. His journey into the later stages of life is marked by a deliberate effort to reconcile the exuberance of his youth with the reflective calm of his current state. Amidst the challenges of aging, he has sought to find meaning in the lessons of his past, understanding that every defeat, every loss, has contributed to the person he is today. His reflections are imbued with a deep sense of gratitude for the opportunities he was afforded, even as he acknowledges the inevitability of change. "I may have lost some battles along the way, but every scar, every memory has made me stronger," Manny has said, his voice a mixture of resolve and vulnerability. This acknowledgement of the bittersweet nature of his journey is both a tribute to his resilience and a sober reminder of the transient nature of physical prowess. The evolution of his character in the public eye is both inspiring and profoundly human. There is a vulnerability in his current demeanor that contrasts sharply with the unyielding bravado of his earlier years. The man who once dominated the ring with sheer physical force now wields a different kind of strength, a strength born of experience, reflection, and an acceptance of life's impermanence. This transformation has not gone unnoticed by those who have followed his career from the very beginning. Fans and critics alike have marveled at the depth of insight that now characterizes his public appearances, a depth that speaks to the quiet wisdom of a life that has weathered both the storms of success and the tempests of personal loss. His journey is a poignant reminder that true strength lies not in the absence of pain, but in the courage to face it, to learn from it, and ultimately, to rise above it. In the stillness of his later years, Manny has also become a symbol of the enduring power of hope. Despite the myriad challenges that have beset him in recent times, there remains an unspoken belief in the possibility of renewal, a belief that even in the face of overwhelming odds, the human spirit can find a way to persevere. His latest public remarks, delivered with a calm and reflective tone, speak to a man who has not lost sight of the dreams that once fueled his meteoric rise. "I still believe in the power of change, in the possibility of a new beginning, no matter how late it may seem," he has remarked, each word resonating with a quiet determination that belies the frailties of age. It is a declaration that even as his physical strength wanes, his inner resolve remains unyielding, a beacon of hope for all who witness his journey. As the years continue to pass, the narrative of Manny Pacquiao's life unfolds like a timeless epic, a saga that encapsulates the highs and lows of a man who dared to dream, who fought with all his might, and who now faces the inevitable twilight with a blend of stoicism and reflective grace. His story is a reminder that every journey, no matter how illustrious, is ultimately a human one, marked by moments of joy, sorrow, triumph, and loss. In the public sphere, his name will forever be synonymous with a legacy of greatness, but it is in the quiet, unguarded moments of introspection that the true essence of his character is revealed. It is a character forged in the crucible of relentless struggle, tempered by the fires of ambition and the cold inevitability of time. Ultimately, the story of Manny Pacquiao at 63 is a symphony of contrasts, a life that has soared to unimaginable heights, and yet has been marked by moments of profound personal tragedy. It is a narrative of a man who once danced with destiny in the boxing ring, whose fists were instruments of both triumph and transformation, and who now, in the quiet corridors of his later years, contemplates the price of a legacy built on relentless ambition. His life, a kaleidoscope of dazzling victories and painful sacrifices, is a reminder that even the most revered icons are not immune to the inexorable passage of time. Manny's reflections, his quiet admissions, and his unwavering commitment to a cause greater than himself speak to a resilience that is as timeless as it is inspiring. In his journey, we see not just the story of a legendary boxer, but the portrait of a man who has faced the ultimate challenge of reconciling his past with the uncertain promise of the future. As the curtain falls on this chapter of his life, Manny Pacquiao's journey continues to captivate the hearts and minds of millions. Each day, as he navigates the delicate balance between memory and hope, between the relentless pull of past glories and the uncertain horizon of the future, he embodies the quintessential struggle of every human being, to find meaning in a world where every victory is transient and every defeat is a lesson etched in the soul. His story, filled with the echoes of thunderous applause and the quiet whispers of solitary nights, is an enduring reminder that the true essence of life lies not in the permanence of fame, but in the courage to face our vulnerabilities, to embrace our scars, and to find beauty in the impermanence of our existence. For Manny, every moment is a testament to the power of resilience, every breath a tribute to the legacy of a man who dared to dream, to fight, and ultimately, to live a life that will forever resonate as a powerful ode to the indomitable spirit of humanity.